This Saturday night, the world's toughest rodeo rides into PNC Arena, and Garner's own Mechelle Watson will be a part of the barrel racing event. She joins us now to share more about this exciting sport. So, Mechelle, tell me a little bit about what barrel racing is. You know, I've heard it can be exciting, but also a little bit dangerous.
It is. It's an adrenaline rush, and it can be dangerous. Ground is taken into effect, timing with your horse. It's a really high-paced sport with a really strong animal that does have a mind of its own that you're wanting to work with.
Absolutely. That's 1,000 pounds, coming flying at you.
At least.
Now, how did you get into doing this?
When I was younger, I come from a rodeo family, and we had a family friend that was touring the East Coast, and she stopped in for an overnight layover to finish driving on to Florida. And she let me ride her barrel horse.
Oh,
I was hooked after that. That was
it.
Like
crack.
Hi, Mechelle.
Hi.
So I hear you're pretty good at this, finishing in the top 5 consistently.
The past 2 seasons at World's Toughest, yes, I have finished top 5.
Wow. What is your secret? How do you do that?
Grace of God. I have no idea. I have a really good horse that I really trust, and we're a really good team. I can depend on him he knows what I'm thinking. So it's a small pen in there, and we seem to come through with some good runs so far.
How long have you been with your horse?
This particular one I'm competing on, I've had since he was a 4-year-old, and he's 19 this year.
Oh, wow. So he's a veteran, and so are you.
Yes.
Got a relationship.
So what are you wanting to accomplish this year?
Safe, clean, competitive run. Hopefully draw one of those first, second paychecks.
And at 19, this is probably his last ride, or getting close to it, right?
I have a 2-year-old that's in training now. That's his, up-and-coming little replacement. But my last horse, I competed professionally till she was probably 24, and I had to retire her. It's all in how you care for them. Keep them up. They're like any athlete. You have to keep them exercised, keep them in shape, good diet.
Now, how quickly are you running these barrels?
Depending on our size of arena, like PNC Arena, that's a 13-second pattern. So there's a lot going on, anywhere from 13 to 15 seconds with this big animal.
Wow, we're seeing footage of you right now. Look at you, you and that horse.
You're getting it.
Amazing. Y'all are quite the athletes. What is your regimen? How do you stay fit?
Our horses need to be exercised each day. We ride a minimum of 4 days a week. When we're on the road on the weekends, we'll stay, they might get the day off before we leave home to rest. They're on the road competing, they'll come home, they'll get a day off, they go back to work. It's like any other athlete. You have to keep them exercised.
So other than the barrel racing, what else can people expect at this event?
They have saddle bronc riding, they have bull riding, bareback riding, there's pony rides for the kids. Of course, there's the cowboy monkey that everybody loves. If you like extreme sport and a family atmosphere, this is the place to be. They put on a great show.
Absolutely. And I do have to ask you, a few years back we had girls on television barrel racing in bikinis. Is that something? Is that something that you do? Barrel race in bikinis?
Negative. That's not going to happen with me. But
well, you could. Look at you. Look how fit you are.
Thank you. My horse would probably stop and look at me like I was crazy.
Wow, what's the craziest thing that you've seen or been a part of when it comes to barrel racing?
There's some pretty crazy stuff out there. We go to a lot of different towns, travel a lot of different places. There's been wet T-shirt barrel racing, and it depends on where you're at, what kind of town you're in. They'll throw some stuff out at you.
We're having a rough show.
Yeah, we are.
Camel toe and bikini.
You learn something new every day about our community. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
The world's toughest rodeo at PNC Arena Saturday begins at 7:30 p.m. For more information, visit WTRodeo.com.